And hello, gamers. We're back again. Heavy SM64 going on today, and not a bad problem to have at all. Right before our very eyes, we have got benjii64 versus V1RO, the live clucking egg, the man himself, and of course with me in the booth, Bad Ronus. How you doing,
What's
man?
up? I'm doing great. I was commentating a bit earlier. We saw Benji do some 16 star, but I think 70 is where he's really gonna shine. Definitely a more 70 focused runner. And this is gonna be hot because Vyro and Benji are both on the bubble for that playoff spot, and with 1 week left in the season, that's right, it is almost the end of the season now. It's really up in the air, and Benji with a win here would do wonders for him in terms of his standing. Where Vyro, that would be insane as well. This is a must win almost for either.
Yeah. So, okay, Benji is sitting at 10th with 201 points. V1RO sitting at 8th with 212. And Benji is already planning on coming to pace. And so, if he wants to make some plays happen, he's going to need to be at least in the top 8 to land into the playoffs. Now, him and Paracuzia did have a Paracuzia forfeited. Didn't make it to
Well,
his.
they had a scheduled match for 1 p.m., so like 4 hours ago, which
Yeah,
Para didn't show up to,
right.
and Benji said he'd take the win.
Yeah. So that means I
So
believe
Benji's
Ben.
actually in 6th right now.
Okay.
But like it's
So
by a very narrow margin anyway.
right. Yeah. I mean he'd be chilling about 20 points away from Ouija at 239. But like you said, must win for V1RO. He is right on the ring, 8th place, 212 points. Both players getting their stuff done. Benji teleporting to bomb clip. Probably minimized the. Oh, okay. Okay.
Alright, so Benji and V are both going for Womps 9 here, saving that quick second. But pretty much in sync right now. Put your syncs in the chat if you got them. Alright, so I think right now we were talking Benji in 6th place technically, because he's going to get full points against Para. So if he beats V1RO, that could put him in 5th. If V1RO wins, that would put him up in 6th, bopping Benji down to 7th. So it's pretty close either way, and whichever player wins is gonna have a pretty good shot of being in the playoffs. Whoever loses is gonna be really they're really gonna need to win their last race if they want to make it into the playoffs. So entering Womps now, Benji and V1RO, I would hope that they don't try to go too ham and end up losing a bunch of time, but I think for what we've seen so far in the league, Benji and V1RO will get through alright. We'll see what star they go for first. Looks like Benji's going to be going up for Owless or Cannonless. It's Cannonless and V1RO as well. Cannonless a pretty popular choice, and both of them doing the ledge grab setup, and V1RO falling down. He's going to have to go for Wild Blue here. This is a big mistake coming out early because that's typically your backup, but he hasn't even attempted to star. So, like, if you would have missed it again, that would be pretty bad because you'd have to go up and do Cannonless again.
Yeah, scary position. Not how you want to be starting off the 70-star match. But this is good news for V1RO. He is trying to squeeze as many points as he can. Benji not getting his double jump. Looks like the stairs were eating it. Oh, the booty slide!
That's going to be missed Owless for Benji. And well, V1RO missing Cannonless. That's even worse. He's got to go back up. Losing about 10 seconds there. Trying to do Cannonless again. And he even did the ledge grab. So something wrong with that setup.
Okay. Okay. It's done. The nightmare is over. Being in that perpetual loop of just missing Cannonless, it can be so uncomfortable. Wow, I'm surprised Benji got that red coin. Catching it with his foot.
Very skilled Soccer player, probably.
One could assume.
Anyway, it's decent 100 coin. You know, V1RO also doing the wow, also doing the same route, but not going. Wait, did he actually get the? Yeah, he got the extra 5 coins. Never mind, V1RO actually really going ham for 100 coin.
Kicking into high gear has to make up for the cannonless mishaps. Ooh, nice little speed kick. Moving along nicely. And Benji with a pretty slick 100 himself. Oh, I thought he was going for the box. The way that V1RO is moving.
Yeah, you know, some scares and both runners missing one of the kind of key tricks, cannonless for V1RO, Alice for Benji. But, you know, we're still moving. We're still close. And I think Wombs is just something that you want to get through without falling too far behind. It's not really something where getting ahead is going to matter a whole lot by playing fast.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. It's not so much about blazing fast speed here in the beginning. You just want to get proper footing, stand on your own two, get a solid foundation that you can build upon. If you're losing a minute in WOPs, it's like, okay, well, this is going to be very hard. V1RO getting caught up in the water, taking a little dip. Must be very hot in WOPs. Trying to cool down a bit.
Yeah, decent backup movement, but you see Benji a little bit in the lead because of V1RO's, you know, 2 cannonless mess-ups. Also, Benji did a Mario Cam lag reduction for the first ground pound, but I think he also didn't do the side camera, so he kind of like went halfway, but not all the way in terms of lag reduction. Alright, last star for Benji. This is still a decent Wombs, sub 7 by a mile. Looking to be like a 650-ish. And there he goes.
Badronis with the spot-on calls. 650. Exactly fade out from Benji. Not too shabby at all for a race, and V1RO looking about 14 seconds, 15 seconds. Okay, gonna add a couple more seconds. The reverse bomb.
Yeah, always kind of funny to see just one of the ways in which SM64 geometry kind of shows how old it is. A lot of weird behavior that you wouldn't see in most modern games, but some of that we can't actually use to our advantage. So you win some, you lose some. Benji, nice 12-6 on the slide, probably winning that duel against V1RO.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it 12-7 for V1RO.
I'm gonna say 12-8. That's actually a good hop though. That's probably gonna be more like a 12-6 or 12-7.
Oh! Both commentators underestimating the live cluck and egg. He is out of his shell and he is walking, talking.
Mr. Red. Well, that sucks. You know, V1RO can flex in the slides, but WinCap is going to be a much bigger time save if he can get all his coins.
Oh,
Benji!
2 Mr. Reds from Benji. Hold on.
This is actually quite bad. He's got to get this one.
Oh, no! Oh, no!
Alright, focus on this turn. This is your only shot. Okay, he's got the 7th coin. Look how much time V1RO is going to save here. Benji was 15 seconds up out of Wombs, and V1RO is probably going to take the lead.
Yep. Exactly what V1RO was looking for. Oh, wow. Benji, very good backup, but V1RO only seconds behind.
Yeah, it was really just him trying to get a clean turn for the 3rd pair of red coins, and then just cut it too soon. And that was pretty rough. Now he's going to have to kind of actually play well Dark World the rest of the lobby to be ahead going into Shifting Sand Land. Alright, Shig Cycle coming out for both. Benji could actually go for Zai. He was doing it in 16. But I think in a race, you might just want to play it safe. Looks like he is going for good old Shig Cycle.
Good old Shig. Yeah, it actually blows me away how good players are at the Zaya movement. Oh!
Whoa! Benji long jumping too early! That was actually really funny from V1RO. But
Yeah.
the real story here is Benji took a death, got stuck on the wall. If you want a long jump, you want to wait until you're past the corner. Otherwise, you kind of backflip on the fence or you kind of crouch above. Oh my god, V1RO, what a save there! Lucky to be alive with a wall kick, which you don't see every day because you're not supposed to have that kind of angle. You're not supposed to have that angle. What is this Dark World?
Goodness.
The entire stage is against him right now.
Yeah, zapped twice, bullied by a Goomba. The way that Benji died, I don't know if I've ever seen anybody die that way. That was very strange. The long jump angle not working out for him, and now V1RO in a very cozy spot.
He just tried to long jump too soon. You know, when you first get hit and you have no speed, your long jump doesn't really go anywhere. And, you know, typically you have full speed when you do that long jump, which actually goes across the gap. He just didn't have any space to do it. So, you know, he could have still got normal cycle, but instead he got a death, and that's what you really hate to see in a race. We'll see if Benji can pick it up here. We got Sky Jump, Cool Mountain, and, of course, the shifting Sandland, Leaf Lava Land, all that good stuff.
Yeah, not gonna see too much go on for these next couple of stages, I anticipate, unless something crazy happens at Cool Mountain. It's a pretty consistent stage.
Yeah, I think so. Especially someone with V1RO's experience. I think Cool Mountain will be pretty straightforward. Although, nice Sky Jump. He does this Mario Cam to slide down and collect more speed, where if you don't do it, you have to do like kind of an off angle. I don't know if it's really worth doing, but it seems like a good idea. Right, Benji's Sky Jump also looking pretty nice. Decent enough flying.
That'll pass. I'll give him a B in flying school.
Yeah. Not quite an A, but a B.
I'm not sure what would constitute an A, but it just feels like you can't just throw A's around, you know? I wonder if that's how teachers are with papers. They're just like, you know, it's a good paper, but it's still a B. Not quite A.
Well, I don't know. If you really wanted to break it down, you could probably come up with like some criteria for flying. You know, like your arcs and your turns and all your... I mean, it also has to do with your initial speed, so it's not really something that you can do the same every single time. It's definitely a skill. V1RO, nice penguin. Benji, nice wall kicks.
Yeah, Cool Mountain is pretty cool right now. Pretty chill out here. Nothing too wild. Okay, the missed punch, just as I'm saying. Benji going off the rails, but that's only a second or two lost. V1RO going to happily pack that back into his back pocket. A couple more seconds for this man. I mean, again, this is what he's looking for. Benji, like you said, he's in 6th place at this point from Percusia's match, and V1RO's hanging on. The real threat to V1RO right now is Rock Chalk. Rock Chalk has one more match after. Rock Chalk has one more match. V1RO has one more after this. So if V1RO happens to get his cheeks clap here, and Rock Chalk kills it next week, V1RO might not see top 8, might not see the playoffs.
That's true. He was saying that it's pretty likely that he'll be like the bottom spot in the league, and that he might have to play Punkei round 1, which would be kind of funny because they'll, I guess, banter with each other and stuff.
Yeah, they are pretty good friends. V1RO, I mean, how can you can't be mad at the guy. Once you hear that man talk, you're pretty much under his spell. His voice is just so soothing.
Yeah.
You'd never harm a soul.
Friendly Canadian gentleman.
But about as good of a Cool Mountain as you could ask for from V1RO.
Gotta watch Benji race the penguin though, because he went and got the safety red, because you definitely don't want to lose a run here.
Yeah, especially after what's already happened, he would be in a very tough
Yeah.
position.
It's good that he still went for the safety red because you might be like, all right, I died in Dark World. You know, I can't take any more chances, or like you want to overcompensate for it. But if you're
Right.
saying like, well, I just want to make sure I get through the stage, then taking the safety red is a good call. Although Benji didn't miss any extra coins, he missed one, would be fine, but you never know. 86, he's gonna have to do a more precise long jump to the star here. Oh,
Oh
want to finish the
no!
race here, Benji?
Wait a
I think
second.
he won because the penguin usually pushes you across, but we kind of have to wait and see. Also, it's on Japanese, so okay.
Okay.
I was like, all right, I can't read Japanese. Is that the winning text box?
That would have been the saddest thing since sliced
Yeah.
bread.
I didn't. I try not to freak out too much over that, but then that would have been very much justified for a freak out if he actually lost the penguin race.
So he's still out here. It's looking like about a. Oh, okay. Side flip.
What
Drop
was
dive.
that? That was insane. The
That was
actual
swag.
recovery actually put him right over the cage, anyways. That's a flex.
All right, V1RO, what do you got for us, man?
Now, does V1RO do Tomoplus? I actually don't know. I feel like I know these things for most people, but I don't know for V1RO.
My intuition is telling me no, but now that you bring it up, not quite sure. We're about to find out, though. Let's see. What is this egg packing inside of its shell? Sorry, this V1RO. I'm stuck in the past. Oh, not even a pillarless. Just wants to play with the bomb, give it a little toss.
Yes, trying to top the pyramid back up. You know, didn't want to wait for the bird. So, Benji's going to be coming up to SSL here, and we'll have to see how his plus is going to go, because he definitely goes for Tomo plus. And we have yet to see for V1RO. Alright, that's a big bomb. And that is Tomo plus. Good angle. Can he get it? That's really smooth, and V1RO actually right in there.
Lathered up with oil. Slipping and sliding right into the pyramid.
So that's going to be pretty sick for V1RO, but he's already used one of his backups. Is he not even going to go for a second one? Maybe do an HMC early. And running straight into this Shy Guy left side pillar, that's the risk you run. The Shy Guy is on to you now. Yeah, I think the Shy Guy can either like ignore you, or like if it does decide to attack you, can either charge you or it can shoot fire. So
Ooh. That was a weird situation with the Fly Guy because okay, Benji with the Tomo Plus coming up, got the double jump, and oh, just a smooth but no missed. Benji actually leveling up here in shifting sand. Can save a good amount of time on V1RO here, especially from that Fly Guy mishap. Now what happened there is the Fly Guy is usually around that area, but a little bit closer. But sometimes he's just a little bit further away. I don't know exactly what causes it, but that was what happened there.
no, because he shot fire. That's
oh, is that really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like the Shy Guy, like how Benji was, that's like the normal pace for the Shy Guy to be.
Right.
But like, you know how sometimes if you go up the left side, he'll charge you, or like if you don't go up the right side enough. That's either like the Shy Guy recognizes you, and then it can either charge you or shoot fire. So if it charges you, then you have to do like a single jump and like a kick. If he shoots fire, you can barely make it, but you have to wait to long jump until you're like on top of the pillar. But I don't know if you can really do that with the left side.
I always wondered why he would stay back like. Today I learned. Badrona's teaching me in the booth.
Yeah.
About the ways of the world.
Alright. Benji taking a burn for reds. Not the greatest. V1RO looking pretty slick with that long jump. Like very small optimization, but it saves like 0.1 or 0.2 for wing cap.
It's all about the micro seconds, man. It's cool if you can save 1 or 2 seconds on a trick, but it's even cooler if you can save 0.2 seconds on 10 stars.
That's true. You know, I think a lot of times you can choose to either like do an optimization, but it really does a lot to just pick out like what slows you down when you do a star. Because like V1RO's star was not even just he did the strat well. He actually executed well. The flying was good, at least as far as I can tell. So he's definitely put in the work and practice.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like if you don't sit down in the lab and figure out the times that you're actually getting, it's hard to know. That's what's so nice about things like the star leaderboard, the spreadsheet allows you to compare against basically what people are getting as fast as humanly possible. RTA viable, V1RO with a nice boost.
Alright. Oh, under the
no.
star. Quick bonk there. Yeah, honestly, the main reason I won't actually not the main reason, but one of the reasons why I wanted to run SM64 so much out of like other games is just the like community resources. I don't think there's anything like quite as detailed.
They're insane.
And like now we have the Ustamine realm, which is like the next level. Alright, V1RO, a little sloppy on the pole. Able to get that done. He's finished with Lethal Lava Land. Benji got one more star to do, so still about, what are we going to say? That's like a 30 seconds behind, maybe?
Yeah, sounds about right. Maybe even a little less. I feel like Benji has caught up a bit. V1RO has been making a couple weird errors here and there. But Benji seems to be squeaky clean so far. Basement.
That's true. Yeah, Benji not bad at all. You know, maybe got some warm-up doing 16 star, but when it counts, you know, he was able to get it done. You know, if only he hadn't died in Dark World, this would be a really solid run. So last star, and it is going to be the bullies. You know, V1RO did this pretty well, so Benji just trying to stay on par with his output. Well, actually, going for a kick. It seems like a weird decision. Whereas, like, usually people do a single jump and delay the kick. You know, if they can get all the bullies. But I guess it works.
Did he straight up just do a kick?
Well, he did
Just
a
like
jump and
buffered
kick.
Oh.
Where usually people will do a ground pound. Or if you want to be... some people do a single jump and then maybe kick, like, low to the ground. But Benji like did just a jump and kick, so not really enough time to get all 3 bullies.
So now we got the routes are changing. It's crazy. It's a lot of sauce. You might be confused. You might be a little scared. But Badronus is here to explain what's going on and when we're going to meet back up.
Well, I guess we're gonna meet back up when they each have 58 stars and they go up to Tippy, which is the next level after upstairs. I don't know if there's anything else I should say.
No, I think that's good.
Yep. There you go. In times of crisis, you can always count on me to be there and read off a piece of paper.
You did an excellent job.
Thank you.
And you might want to add that our boy Benji will come back down for Hazy Maze Cave. Unless you did say that. Then I'm...
I didn't really say that. I thought it just... I don't know. I guess I should assume that people have seen all the routes. But I guess it is more common than not at this point to go for HMC late.
We just got to cover the umbrella.
We do.
There could be some people here who are like, whoa, what's going on, man? Who are these weirdos in the booth? And why the Marios in different levels? And they get a little scared. We're here to put the blanket on, turn on some nice white noise to ease the mind. Perhaps pull out a couple granola bars.
Any particular reason why granola bars? Is that like a very comfy food?
I feel like granola bars are pretty comfy food. You can't really hate on them. Especially, yeah, like if you get like the chocolate chip ones or the peanut butter, they're pretty good. They're nutritious enough.
Yeah,
Good vibes.
good vibes.
Although that could be bias as well. I've had granola bars in good vibes times. But if you've never had a granola bar, then you might be like, well, I don't know about that. But, you know, we could keep going on about granola bars, or we could talk about Fire Sea, which has recently got an update in the movement.
Yes.
Have you seen Badronis?
Yeah, I have. And I'm really glad we're talking about this now. It doesn't actually save time. You might be like, well, what, a new strat? It doesn't save time, but it actually makes the cycle a lot easier. So we'll see Benji not actually go for it. So it looks like he's trying to stick with the old lava boost, but it looks like he's actually fast enough to get it. Let's see if he can pull out the cycle. You know, this way you actually do have to be very fast. But it looks like he's on pace mode right now. The elevators are coming up and you're going to land right on them.
Oh, no, V1RO denied front sub. It was looking so good. He's back in the water swimming around. This could be perhaps where we see a lead change. Benji killing Fire Sea. V1RO,
that was perfect.
A big act to follow.
Yeah, we'll see if V1RO actually goes for the updated movement, but he's such an old school player. He might be confident enough in the old way. Doesn't see a need to switch things around, but I think for most players, if you put in a little bit of time, it'll feel easier. Like, it's probably feels about the same for me, and I probably put in like 10%, if that. So, if I end up putting in equal time, I'm sure it will be like super consistent than the time I put into Lava Boost with the old way.
Okay.
Well, Benji always does the half spin in races. I don't think he's ever gotten it.
Good reaction time. Usually if that happens, at least me, I don't internalize it in time, and then it's a weird thing with Bowser's positioning. He's just right on the edge, can't get his tail. But Benji always ready for it, especially if you're doing a half spin, and V1RO as well, repping the OG Fire Sea movement. The first person that I've seen rock it in the league thus far is Rock Chalk, the man, the myth, the legend, and he did get it, but I wasn't actually able to see. I still don't know what it actually looks like because at that same time my internet was cutting out and the feed was laggy, so I wasn't able to see what was actually going down. So I'm still excited to figure out what it's actually looking like. Might need to check out a video. But V1RO as well having a very nice Fire Sea, not going to allow Benji to gain too much time over him there.
Yeah, the clip is pretty much everywhere. It's one of Art's videos, but it's also like in the gameplay idea channel. But actually, this is so crazy because a lot of times someone's gonna mess up Fire Sea in a big way. This time both runners had excellent Fire Seas, and we were just wondering like, are you gonna go for the new strat? And it's like, no, but we'll do the old strat perfectly anyway. And it's like, well, I guess that's that. Fair play. You're just good. Here, I'll put it in chat, because it'll take me like 5 seconds to pull it up.
Badronis the hero that we need.
There, it's in chat.
I'm tempted to click this right now, but I also have a brace to commentator in a very tough, sticky situation, a little bit of a pickle.
I actually watched this second link. The first one is like only a little bit of it. Dude, I'm all over gameplay ideas. I pretty much don't read like a lot of the channels in the Discord, but I always read the gameplay idea ones.
Badronis always staying up to date. The deep love and passion for the game is apparent, and it just makes you want to cry. It's so beautiful.
That was beautiful. Your words about wanting to cry make me want to cry.
All right, the commentator's getting way too emotional in the booth out here. Just need to calm down. V1RO with a nice triple jump wall kick, ascending up in the elevator. And Benji not even bothering with it. I thought Benji did triple jump wall kick. I guess not. That's some more time in V1RO's back pocket. Once again, collecting it up every 10
V1RO's been
seconds.
playing pretty well. You know, it's just you never know. But Jarwood is tough. These triple jump wall kicks are really tough.
And
V1RO
not even doing the
nailing it.
side flip. Man, I love it. I love it. He's like a changed man, honestly. V1RO versus Live Egg back in the day. A lot more confident. It just seems like his mentality is in a much better place, much stronger player overall. It's great to see. Oh, where's Benji going? Is he falling off?
Oh, let's go!
Ooh, nice double box kick from V1RO.
No double box kick though. When
I love the double box kick. The double gibberish time. It's really awkward though.
It is.
I forget. I want to say it was Punke. Actually, no, I don't know. I don't think it was Punke. Somebody went for it recently in a race I was watching. I believe
It was
yesterday.
probably Para or maybe D whatever.
Oh, that's gonna bug me. I'll figure it out. But they went for the second one. I would think it was actually Punke, and he bonked in. He just like got lost in the sauce and bonked on the boxes by running into them. No kick. It was a bit of a mess. It's a lot harder to do that second set of boxes, double box kick.
Yeah, well, we got
First one's
Benji
pretty
T China now. You know, Secret's definitely one of the harder stars, but he's got it. At least the hardest part, getting that triple jump there with all the lag, but a big ol' bonk and the cannonball rolling in to take out his kneecaps. Benji is gonna be hard pressed to get these jumps in, losing a few seconds there.
That's
kind of how Secret says. It's like half of it's good, the other half loses you about like 7 to 10 seconds.
That bonk is such a huge momentum killer. You just get sent flying. Like the way that the level is made. You know, normally you'd bonk and you'd only go a little bit away. Although it's kind of good you go that far because you need to build up that momentum again, so it all works out. But the cannonball was completely unnecessary. That was just rude.
I kind of want to plug myself because I have a clip where I got hit by like both of the mini Goombas and they knocked me like all the way down. It was hilarious.
Adron is trying to plug himself, get his name up out there, get some clout from the GSA channel. V1RO going to Huge Island. It's time for some reds.
Yeah, you don't see this a whole lot, and it is actually, you know, not that much slower. If you want to do this instead of talking maze, it can actually be faster, but you just have to be pretty good at the star, I guess, because it's a hard star to do well.
Man, Benji's getting bullied by everything here. Just got tapped by that little piranha. V1RO with some crazy reds.
Yeah, those were really solid. And a nice dive. Very optimal play. And just really taking this one out for a spin.
Yeah, V1RO looking extremely comfortable here in upstairs.
Came out from Benji. Oh, he's done with the stage.
I thought he was just about to triple jump. I was like, okay. If you want, you could do that.
You want.
I was gonna say not. Oh, okay, side flip time.
Okay, V1RO, nice backup here. I think that's gonna work. So good recovery there, and actually gonna be saving some time against Benji.
Neither player rocking that new movement here in Secrets where you jump over the fourth secret.
I actually
Looks
do that
pretty
now.
neat.
It is cool.
How much time does that save, do you know?
For me it's like 0.2.
Oh,
Benji missing the rolling log wall kick there. That's gonna send him back a little bit. One of those issues with these stars that'll never really go away, you know. But unfortunately, Benji gonna have to offer up the kind of weekly sacrifice to the log wall kick.
Well, that is actually avoidable, I will say. You need to go to the left side. When you do log wall kick and you go to the right side, you're always risking hitting an invisible wall. So Benji playing with fire, getting burnt, not the most surprising thing. We'll
Mhm.
see what he does next. I think most people do try to go to the left. I always try to go to the left. Sometimes you do have to go to the right just because your angle or whatever.
A lot of times I end up grabbing the corner, and then it's like you grab one, then you fall off, then you grab it on the
Yeah,
other side.
it's so annoying. Okay, double wall kick. Gets it though.
Yep, V1RO. In the meantime, wrapping up THI, I think that one went a little bit smoother than Benji, and I think he's on a good pace. I don't know what exactly the pace is, but, you know, he's definitely in the lead still.
Yeah, no doubt about that. V1RO has been slaying it since. He's on a
96.
streak right now. I mean, he had a good wet dry world.
Yep.
Good. Tiny Huge Island. Fire Sea was good. Lethal Lava Land was... I think Lethal Lava Land was okay. He's been making moves. Making plays. Exclamation point pays. Oh, no wall kick, though. Commentator's curse, just as I'm pumping him up.
V1RO actually went really low on the breeze. I was worried he was actually going to die. Alright, Benji,
Yeah.
decent breeze start as well. You know, Chuckya is just kind of annoying, but luckily you can get around him.
Sometimes you can't. Sometimes he's in a really weird position, and you do have to go around. Or if you do try to do the jump kick, he'll just catch you. Thinking that he's saving the day. V1RO now. Log wall kicks. Going left. Wow, I thought he was going to re-grab the corner there, but just enough.
Very nice execution there, you know, grabbing the ledge first try, no extra wall kick needed. Very good long jump angle and wall kicking right into the middle of the ledge so he actually could walk right into the star. Alright, Snowman's Head for Benji. This is probably the only super difficult star in Snowman's Land, although Freezing Pond is kind of difficult. This one is really where you see most of the spaghetti dropped, and at that point it gets pretty frozen. Nice star from Benji.
Nobody wants frozen spaghetti. V1RO dropping the wall kick. Not the end of the world. We are getting down to the wire here, folks.
That we are. You know, it's been about, what, like, we're 36-ish minutes into the race. Benji a couple stars behind, but, you know, we'll have to see actually how the stage alignment goes, because HMC a little bit takes a little bit longer than Snowman's Land, but you get more stars, so it really just is gonna be, I mean, you're not gonna tell until they get to Tippy, which I said already, so I'm just talking out of my butt.
Bad Drone is revolutionizing the commentary, now using his own to make the sounds, talking right out of his hole. Very impressive.
Yeah, V1RO, nice movement on the mushrooms there. Not doing the long jump, but still doing the dive rod over the little mushroom there. And the wall kick! Oh, it was almost perfect. Let us down just a little bit, but the rest was solid.
Yeah, still pretty quick, pretty fast.
There we go. Okay, so we have V1RO now entering Snowman's Land. So I think we can say that he is for sure ahead, but he also has to do reds. And he's actually going for that first, not even going for Snowman's Head. Which is kind of a shock since that's the hardest stage. And also, this hardest start in the stage, and also these backups you can do after failing Snowman's Head, but you really can't back up anything with Snowman's Head. Benji, HMC time. A couple quick, easy stars, you know, 2 before you even get into the stage, and then 4 short ones. Well, one's not very short, but 3 short ones.
Yeah, Benji just picking up all these free stars. A little bit unfair, but, you know, V1RO could have done this route if he really wanted to deep down. But likes reds too much. Snowman's Land reds, making me feel less bad about myself. Still repping the reds as the holy one true route. Or I should say HMC early.
Yeah, I think, you know, the way you do reds kind of depends, or no, like the route you do really depends on which stars you do faster if you don't do HMC late. Like, is your Toxic Maze your SL reds, or is your THI reds better? And like, you gotta do some of those, or two of those.
That's a good point. But even better points being made in the chat talking about the analysis. Whoever wins will be the first one not to lose. Some incredibly groundbreaking discoveries being made about the philosophies and theories of winning and losing in a match. But basically, winners are the winners. They do the winning. And the losers happen to have also lost a match. So just some insight there for all of you who may or may not have been confused. V1RO wrapping up Snowman's Land. The pace is pretty hot right now. A low 49 is on the table.
That is true, and what will be one of V1RO's best races. I don't know if he's gotten a 48 in the league, but you know, I think anyone would love to get a low 49, and that would even beat Benji's current PB, which is a 49.20. So V1RO, he closed out SL with like a 40.20, and actually no, V1RO can still 48. He can 48 with this. So, I mean, it would take a good tippy, but he definitely can. He's good enough. Alright, Lag 2 bounces the first star, and really the only star you should be thinking about while you're doing it. You don't want to get too ahead of yourself, or you'll have to back this up like 5 different times. Good bounce from V1RO, grabbing the pole.
Oh, okay. Some pole action for us.
Yeah. You know, maybe not streamer appropriate, Mario, but, you know, we appreciate the effort.
So it's about a little under a minute lead for V1RO, meaning that he could potentially find himself getting maybe 45 points, assuming that he has a spicy tippy, and Benji does as well. But as we know,
spicy tippies.
Yeah, as I was gonna say, that's quite a large assumption to make. Tippy, the spiciest part of the speedrun, usually doesn't go as you would like it to. It's just a very difficult part of the game. Right at the end, the nerves are settling in. But V1RO needs these points. I mean, the difference between a win and a loss could be what leaves him in 8th or 9th place. And as you may or may not know, top 8 are going to the playoff stage. 1 week left in the league. One more match after this for V1RO. Ooh, the new swinging in the breeze movement coming out from the man, the myth, the legend. Can he get this double jump, though? This seems like the hardest part.
Yeah, not quite able to get on the dive, but he knew it wasn't going to make it, so he held back. But, like, you really have to like, it's hard to save time with that, because you actually have to get it on the double jump dive, or you're not saving anything. It's not like tricky triangles, where even if you don't have perfect triangles, it's a good bit faster. Alright, so V1RO good with the long jumps both ways, and nice triangles as well. I guess we already saw Benji do triangles, didn't we? I think so.
I want to say yes, but commentator living in his head, daydreamer, not actually sure if there's a match going on, just knows that if somebody wins, they win, and if somebody loses, they lose. That's about all I've taken away thus far. And it does appear that V1RO is starting TikTok clock 100.
You know, it's really good that we have the chat, because, you know, we can figure out what actually counts as a win. You know, I believe it's when the clock is stopped, whichever one has the lower number is in fact the winner.
I think that's a little bit too deep. I think it's just whoever.
Oh my god! V1RO with the block on the switch, and that's gonna be a death, putting Benji very close, within arm's reach of taking the lead. Finishing up Rainbow right now, where V1RO has to start over his 100 coin.
What just happened? I blinked. I saw him bonking and falling down. How did he bonk? Was it a reverse bonk off of the switch?
If you ground pound the corner of it, then, well, like, what like you can't land on anything with the Switzer, even though it's on like that little strip of platform. There isn't anything to actually stand on. So if you ground pound on like the edge of the switch, you bonk pound it, and there's nowhere for you to go except fall to your death.
Was it the back, like the switch towards the
No, when he
side
did
wall
the
kick from?
side flip, you know, people do like the side flip wall kick and then the double jump followed by the
Yep.
ground pound.
Yep.
So when he went for the double jump, it wasn't actually on the angle to get to the blue switch, so he ended up like landing right next to it. So he tried to do a short single jump and ground pounded it, but ground pounded too early and actually didn't go all the way on the switch, and that's why he bumped. So
Vyro
yeah,
finding new
one of those
ways to
things-
die in TikTok Clock 100. I don't think I've seen that before. It's crazy how... Oh, that Benji missed that point. Definitely should go back and re-grab it. And now Vyro flubbing this ending. Every second counts. Benji getting closer and closer. What was looking like it was going to be a bit of a bop on Vyro's side. Almost a minute lead, shrunken down to about 15, 20 seconds. I mean, that's one throw, one missed triple jump wall kick in sky. And Benji could snag this man's points, push himself even further up in the league, finding some better seeding in the playoffs.
That is a big part of it as well. And, you know, I don't know exactly. I mean, we won't know until the points are finalized who's going to play who. But, you know, you probably don't want to be playing Punk A to go to Pace. Because it's actually a set of 3 best of 3s. So if you want to win, you have to be really consistent. Or, like, hope that people have 2 really bad days. So you definitely don't want to be in 8th. You probably want to get in, like, 5th or 6th to have the best chance of beating one of the favorites.
We do have more 70 star today. Coming up next is another spicy match. Benny versus, I believe, D whatever. I'm going to go ahead
Wait,
and
is it
double
actually-
check that.
I think it's... Wait, I guess it is.
Yeah, D whatever versus Benny. That's, sorry, not 70 star. That is the 16 star league. But there is more 70 star happening. Division 2, Bro Mario versus JJ. But right now, we've got some hot 70 happening. Benji versus Vyro coming down to a close. Vyro seems to have gotten his act back together for now, but one more slip, and Benji is a contender for the W.
This is really coming down to the wire now. A couple stages, I mean, there's a couple stars left in the very last stage, and then it's Bowser in the Sky. You know, it's anyone's game at this point. Even though Vyro's been playing really well, that death and TikTok clock gave Benji a lot of room to catch up. And even though it didn't put him in the lead, it's put him, like, right on Vyro's tail, breathing down his neck. Vyro kind of a bit nervous, you know, kind of shaking in the egg. I don't know, whatever.
He's cracking. There's
Yeah.
been a couple cracks in the egg. The yolk is coming out. What is like the main yellow part of the egg? Is that the or what is that? Oh, what is like the juice?
What do you mean the juice?
Like, come on, you know, the syrup or whatever that accompanies the yolk.
Oh, that is actually I forget the name of it.
The membrane. His
Okay.
membrane is spilling out. The yolk is fine. The egg white. Thank you. The egg white is
Oh, that's all you want to know? What's the egg white? I thought you meant like the little, like, I don't know what to call it, like what
The
would
membrane.
be the sure, whatever. Whatever.
Yes.
Dude, we're coming up into bits.
Extract. Commentators deep into the conversation about what is really going on inside of an
Yeah,
egg.
I've been
but
pretty extracted. Time to get back into the action.
we're going to import. We're coming in, downloading, Vyro in bits, still a lead. The win is pretty much, I mean, the ball's in his court. But one missed triple jump wall kick, a couple missed throws, two perfectly possible situations.
He barely made that
Benji's
long
here.
jump. Alright, Vyro, trip jump walking. What do you got? This is huge, and he's got it. Benji gonna be really hard pressed to make up time in bits now, unless Vyro takes a spill at the very end. Not to curse it, but it can happen, and it has happened before. and no reason why it can't happen again. Avoiding the Goomba though, good foresight from Vyro not to push the angle too hard, but he's in the pipe, probably can miss 2 throws, while Benji still got to do a lot of the stage. And he is still on 49 pace.
All right. Oh no, no triple jump wall kick for Benji. Going to use the pull, and Vyro one way. More time for him, more points as he winds it up. 3 clean throws.
And not cracking any of the eggs, but cracking 3 bombs to take care of Bowser. And that's going to put Vyro way up in the leaderboards.
Boom.
I mean, not way up, but he's going to be in 6th. So that's good. Binny's a bit farther ahead, but there's still a monstrous gap between Cheese and Binny.
Yeah, that actually is pretty wild. And you have Pumpkin chilling at the top, 503 points.
Hello.
The live egg, Vyro. Congratulations on the win, my dude.
Thanks, man.
Had a little bit of the egg white come out there and TikTok clock.
Yeah.
Ground pound bonk, but other than that, I mean, overall pretty nice gameplay for most of the run. What were your thoughts?
Yeah, I had an awful start, and then I guess I just played pretty well after that. The TTC mistake was unfortunate. I don't know what that was, but it didn't really matter. Benji played pretty well though. I couldn't really make too many more mistakes at the end there.
Well, totally.
So this is going to push you up further into the leaderboard, and probably, I think it's safe to say that you're solidified in the top 8. It depends on how next week's match goes, but moving into playoffs, are you doing more prep for 70? Are you trying to seal that spot at pace, or what's going through your head?
I just want to play Punkation first round and beat his ass.
Oh, okay. Vyro with the big talk.
Nice.
Wants to clap Punk's cheeks, the most fearsome, baddest, strongest competitor in the league. Feeling himself.
So, if you do end up playing Punkay, and you do have to go up against him, how do you think you're going to approach that in, like, the kind of format where you have to play multiple best of 3s?
I'm gonna practice 70 star and try to win.
More of those 10x 70 star streams, I guess.
I don't know about that. I don't know. I think it'll be fun. I don't know. Punkay is a good friend of mine. I think he's scared of me, to be honest. So it'll be a good series.
That's true. Okay, talking the talk, but maybe a little bit insecure. Can you walk the walk?
I don't know. I don't think it's that likely. I'm gonna finish 8th, considering Para didn't race. Yeah.
But you have another race, and I think like the other people who are in like 7th-ish, or like people like Ouija, Rock Chalk, still have to play. So it's still up in the air.
Yeah, I have a couple games remaining. I don't know. I thought it was gonna come down to whoever lost between me and Para in the last round was gonna play Punkay, but I don't know anymore. But whatever. It doesn't really matter. I'll do my best, whatever the result is.
Okay.
Well, very nice, Vyro. Thank you very much for joining us. Any final words you want to bring up before we say our goodbyes, gentlemen?
Super Mario 64 is a good video game. More people should
Agreed.
play it.
I agree. The game is
chat
good.
Disagree? Speak now or forever hold your peace.
Dope. Well, we thought Do Whatever versus Benny was up next, but actually that match has been canceled. So Do Whatever versus Benny ain't happening, but there's still more to come. In an hour, we've got Lil Aggie versus Stravo 96 in the 90% League for Super Mario Odyssey. It has been heating up. Lil Aggie and Stravo 96 sure to be a bopping map. And after that, Pro Mario versus JJ in the 70-star League Division 2. Got some Diddy Kong Racing, Zoja versus Nordic. And after that, Dangers versus Little Curbs. Again, Super Mario Odyssey. It's going to be lit. It's going to be wet. But until then, catch you guys later. Have a wonderful night and life. Thank you very much for watching. Peace.
Peace.